And we're live. What's up? Goat backwards. Taug. I guess this is just a backwards goat. Is it the opposite of a goat? Anyways, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if there's lag or whatever. All right. And we'll get this thing going. I got my ear things in, so maybe I'll get out on the court for a second so I can show you guys some things in the end, but only if we go fast enough. I set these things up basically as soon as I can. And then after that, it makes it easier to just sign in and then just start. But I can't always do that if I'm trying to do like something special, if I'm working in the morning and things like that. Anyways, today, the quote of the day is be braver than yesterday. All right. This is the last workout that we have, or the last live stream that we have before we head off to Oklahoma City tomorrow. And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. And I think over this time, we're going to have 5 games. All right. So, but if we win, we can have up to 8, I believe. So speaking of being braver, I mean, I think for the guys going off, some people might think that it's stupid. Other people might think that it's brave. But I see those things as like pretty close to each other in any regard. All right. It's very brave what the players are doing because they really want to play basketball. But, it could also be stupid because we're taking a chance during a pandemic. I get that. You trying your hardest is bravery. All right. And that's a hard thing to do because if you try your hardest, you might fail. You wish you could go? Yeah. All right. But if you try your whatever, I didn't try my hardest. But it's a very brave thing to do if you try your absolute hardest, even though you might fail, because that's the only way to truly succeed. All right. And again, I've noticed players go up and then down. I've talked to players when they were on their ups, like the hardest workouts I've ever seen for any like 1 month period of time in the history of our program. Derek Katarba, in 1 month he came to like 50 events. Devin Cadlick is another one. He worked hard for like I think 2 months, and then the Rickmans, Gabby and Troy, they worked hard for like almost a year, and then for Ian, of course, he's worked like in the top 5 for all the years that he's been here. There was never any time when he came like 7 days a week. He's kind of been like the most sustainable throughout the entire time. Ben Levy's another one too. You guys are lagging. I'm just curious if anybody else is lagging. Can you guys hear me? But not anymore. All right. So with all those players that have worked their hardest, I've seen them work their hardest, but I've seen them all come back down. The difference between these people and the great ones is that the great ones work their absolute tail off and it just never stops. And I warned each of these people that they would one day stop. I warned them all. And each of them said, no, I won't. And what makes you stop is because you're not inspired like you were before. I can count Blake Bastani at the beginning of this quarantine for like the first 3 weeks. Worked so hard. All right. It is really hard to keep that up. Yeah, it just cuts out sometimes for like 5 to 10 seconds. All right. I think we can handle that. Anyways, let's get to the stuff. But again, your goal is to understand that you aren't the bravest person alive yet, but you want to eventually get braver and braver and braver so that you don't stop, so that you can continue to go. And how you do that is by being braver than you were yesterday. And then the next day, be even braver, just a little bit. You shouldn't lose your bravery. All right. So if you could muster up enough energy as a 3rd grader to try your hardest, as a 4th grader, it should be even easier and make it get easier and easier. You will never regret working your hardest, I promise. All right. So be braver than you were yesterday. All right. For the workouts for elementary school, I'm thinking like once we get this thing truly going, it won't be so much me entertaining you guys, like talking about stuff. It'll just be me explaining the drills. And then that's what I want it to be. because that's the fastest thing that you could do. So you guys can watch these to get better explanations of the drills, and then you guys can do the drills. So I know you guys are doing the challenges right now. All right. But again, the book is all about the drills. And normally we take care of those during practice. But if you can't do it during practice, you should do it at home. So I would not mind if you guys took the 6 drills in your book, the 6 listed drills, and then did them for 10 minutes each. Set a timer, try your hardest for 10 minutes. If you don't understand it, that's when you can come here and ask questions beforehand. You could be like, oh yeah, you have fake behind the back. Well, can you show us that one? And I can say during the live stream, yeah, I'll stop the live stream, turn the camera around, and I'll show you the drill. All right. Should we just post it? I think posting it helps. Yeah. Yeah. I think if you don't post it and no one knows, that the day that you feel like not doing it, you just won't do it. But if you post it, in the back of your mind, you're thinking someone might see me, and that you have a huge chance. So you can do the 6 drills, and if it's like a team practice drill, those are harder. You know, you can't really do them by yourself, but you can talk about it in a video. You maybe explain it like you're the coach, all right? Or you can like find a little like piece to do that's by yourself. Once we get started again, then I will be doing those things with you. But even then, you want to look at the book, maybe work on a few of them by yourself before practice starts, and then go to practice. Or maybe after practice, you check the book and say, okay, I was good at this one, bad at this one, and then work 5 extra minutes on that one. Today you're doing a workout by yourself today. Nice. All right. And for those of you guys that attended the workout yesterday, the isolation workout, know that we are doing that special thing. Wink, wink. It was a special surprise. I told you guys I would not tell the people that weren't there yesterday what the surprise is, but there was a surprise for this workout, and we are definitely doing it. I'll try my hardest, and we'll take care of it. So from the 5 to 6 o'clock isolation workout, we have a special surprise. All right. Again, for the elementary workout today, we're doing the fake behind the back. That's when you dribble the ball in, fake it behind your back, put it together, and then shoot. I'll actually show you guys that one after I talk. And then there's the three decision drill. That's figuring out the wing if they're open or not. If they're not open, dribble them out and go back door. That decision is a hard decision. Zach did it during the games. If you guys watched the film, and he had I want to say Finley on the wing. She was there. Her man that was guarding her was already there, and then Zach had the ball, took it with one hand, and just threw it at the guy, and the guy just stole it. And it was like, why did you do that? And he just wasn't thinking, and maybe thought she was open, but it seems like a very easy thing. But getting that speed and that like decision down faster is a huge thing for us. Then there's the Reddick chase drill, which is like sprinting off and shooting shots with someone chasing you. And then there's an ankle breaker crossover, which we'll talk about too out here. And I'll describe that one as well. So that's the second one that I'll describe, because we're doing these for the isolation workouts. Penetrate and fill drill. That's when you penetrate. And there's another play with, I believe it's the play that Ian fell down on when he drove baseline. He slipped and fell. But there's 3 guys on him. And Finley on the weak side didn't drop down to the corner. He maybe could have passed her. And then Jamar behind him didn't rotate over, because he could have been right there for Ian if Ian jump stepped and pivoted. And then I think it was Andre. He was in the opposite block. He should have stepped toward the middle. So basically everyone went to the wrong spot. Zach was just running in from the 3-point line. So the penetrate and fill drill gets it in our minds where to rotate if people penetrate baseline or middle. And then the last one is sprint, dribble, cone touch. This is a great one you guys can do by yourself. You get 3 cones, and you sprint forward with the dribble, and then you back dribble. Then you go cross, cross, cross. Then you sprint forward again, back dribble, and cross, cross, cross. Then you repeat. Maybe do it for like a minute, and then rest. Then a minute, and then rest. Try to do it for like 5 minutes for a 10-minute period of time. All right, those are the elementary drills. Again, if you have the elementary book, 1st through 4th grade, those are those drills that you should be trying out today, whether we have practice or not. All right, you're just doing those drills for a little bit, just to make sure that you have them, and then you show up to practice. You can carry this habit onto high school, middle school, even college if you play college, by knowing what the coach is going to work on and then practicing it before you get there. All right, that habit will make you a great player. All right, for the middle school, one-on-one hurdles for losers. I like that one because whether you get scored on or whether you don't score, there's a consequence, and you have to either do 5 hurdles if you don't score, or you do like 15 if you get scored on, or something like that. So it's my attempt to make the game even harder. And for our surprise today, that's my attempt to make the workouts harder. Right? And it totally worked. Yesterday was, again, Blake wasn't there, Leandro wasn't there, but that was the best isolation workout that we've ever had. Every single person was going their hardest, but I tricked you guys into doing it. You need to be able to do that by yourself without the tricks. Next one is King's Drill. Talking about hustling. All right, when I say slide that way, things like that. All right, you have to like loose ball, take a charge. You want to keep up the intensity for the entire workout for this one, but you need to also be quick. All right, so it's not just intense up here; it's intense with your feet and quick on your feet, so that you can react. So when I say loose ball, you should be the first one on the ground. All right, because loose balls in the game, you need to get those. And there was a play, again, I don't know if you watched the whole game, but I believe it was the first game that we played in Atlanta. The ball was going out of bounds on the other team. The guy jumped out of bounds and saved it. But when he threw it almost to the ceiling. All right, we were already on defense. All of us were right by all of them. The ball went straight in the air, and it landed, I want to say, 10 feet away from every player on the court. Like everyone was around it, but the spot in the middle was where the ball landed. 1 or 2 of their players ran to the ball, jumped up and got it. All of our players stayed 10 feet away. We all looked at the ball, saw it land, and didn't move. No one wanted that ball. All right, and that's a problem. If anything, we should all just be collapsing on it. We all had time to get to that ball. And our players didn't move 1 inch. Again, if you watch the film, watch it. I highly doubt anyone moved 1 inch, let alone the 10 feet that it would have taken to go there. All right, so if you don't want the game, you're not going to win the game. If you want the game, that's your first, I guess, chance to win the game. All right, wanting to win, and then you have a chance to win the game. But we didn't even want to win. All right, you just have to want to win the games to have a chance to win. All right, so that's what King's Drill is for. All right, the chair duo game is when you dribble the ball, and you have someone swipe at it, and you go between your legs and then behind your back, and then you do it again with the other hand, and you wait for them to swipe for the ball. They can just reach in and just hit it away. But as they swing, or as they take their hands off their knee to hit it, you want to react fast enough to switch directions between your legs, then behind your back, strike with just one leg moving twice. I won't show that one, but that's a really good drill. You can have your parents help you out, and all of this is just reaction time. Again, reaction. We talk about reaction when I talk about the loose balls, reaction for the rebounds, reaction for the decision drill, right? When you're dribbling out and seeing if they're open or not. Your reaction is a huge thing about basketball, and having a large reaction time helps you out in many, many ways. Are we still on? Let's see, check. When it's too quiet in the comment section, I think that I lose you. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Pretty sure that we're still on. All right. And then the other one that we're doing today, which I will describe maybe both of these, is extended Monoginobili layups. Yeah. All right. Extended Monoginobili layups is keeping the ball high, out, then protecting it, and then scoring it without lowering the ball beneath your shoulder. I will show that one. And then the athletic finish, which is just a whole bunch of moves together, right? We're going to be doing that one as well. The one that we're not going to do is ladder to sidestep series. This is a drill that I learned in college, and you go through the ladder, and then you sidestep, and then you either push off for a layup, cross over for a jump shot, or you just shoot your 3. But the sidestep is the important part. That's facing the basket with your dribble under control and unstealable, and being able to go left, right, straight, shot, whatever. And it's basically the triple threat of dribbling. You don't want to be to the side protecting the ball all the time. You want to be able to be actionable in any direction while the ball is under your control. That's when you're a point guard. If you can have that much confidence dribbling where you can shoot, dribble both ways, pass both ways, all while you're dribbling, then you're a master point guard. For high school, we're doing alley-oops. For that one, it could be a thrown alley-oop, off the backward alley-oop to yourself, off the backboard to a friend. Heck, you could bounce it to yourself. I don't care. I just think that it's a good skill because it helps you out with the rebounds. Also helps if you're able to ever like be an athletic human being and you can jump up to catch a layup or a dunk. To make it fun, you can also throw it up off the bounce, catch it for a reverse layup. All those things, it makes basketball very interesting and fun too. Alley-oops is a pretty fun part of the game. There's a movie called Semi-Pro. It's definitely in our book. I think it was maybe the movie 2 months ago for an older group. It's an older high school movie, but in the movie it was like 70s basketball, and it was like a joke movie. But there was a point in the movie where someone threw a pass up high and someone caught it and alley-ooped it. But it was the first alley-oop ever invented. So everyone just froze. And everyone watched the ball bounce. And no one knew what happened. Both teams stopped. All the fans weren't cheering. The referees were like, what? And then the referee finally blew his whistle and he goes, foul. And everyone's like, that's not a foul. He didn't touch him. He was, I don't know what that was. It was crazy. So he called a T on him. He didn't know what to say. So they had a conference about it. They were like, they talked about it. And afterwards he goes, all right, we're going to allow it. We're going to allow it. And it was like the invention of the alley-oop. And then they started throwing them all the time. That's not really how the alley-oop was invented, but it was a very funny scene in the movie. So alley-oops. Wall passes is another high school one where you pass the ball off the wall with the right or left hand, pass it the same hand, pass it behind your back. And it's just to make your passes more accurate and both hands as strong together. Deflect the layup is when someone passes the ball to your person that you're guarding, and you should be down in defense. You deflect it with the back of the hand, knock it down, shoot in the passing lane, knock it down, and then score a layup off it. That's a good skill because you get to learn how fast you are and how much you should deny. Because some people deny way too much, then they get backdoored. Some people don't deny at all, most people, and they allow the pass to the wing. So being able to shoot a passing lane and deflect the ball is a very, very intricate skill that you guys need to practice on. If you need to practice with your parents, perhaps you can get a wall and have them pass the ball to the wall and see how far away from the line of the pass that you can stand, and see if you can like hit the ball down with the outside of your hand, not turn like that so the ball doesn't hit the back of your hand. It should be turned like this so you can knock it down and then go shoot a quick layup. Practicing that would help your game a lot, would help your defense a lot. Speaking of defense, zigzag sprint to D is when we go dribbling the ball back to back like this. I'm sorry, no dribble. You just carry the ball. And the person will tap the ball with this hand and they'll point in the direction that you're going so that they can defend any maybe like passes. But they'll tap the ball just to be a pester. And then halfway through the court on the zigzag, the ball handler will sprint. And then you have to turn and run, not slide, but turn and run to cut them off. And then they go the other way. And again, now you tap with this hand and show with this hand. And then they sprint halfway again. You turn and you run just to practice the turn. Right? Ian tried it, but they were like way faster than him. So you want to get enough room in between you and the ball handler, especially if they're just better and faster. But you want to make sure that you turn them at least like 3 times before half court to goal, but at least twice. We don't want people going straight. When people go straight, they're too fast, and our defense can't get back fast enough. We want to make sure that they turn from side to side. Anchor layups. That's when the ball is on the block. On both blocks, 2 balls. You keep your anchor foot toward the basket. You reach out with the other foot, and you reach down to the ground. Put the ball up to your ear. Step together, and then shoot. Then sprint to the other one, and you keep going. You need 2 passes for this one who keep putting the balls back down. And what this teaches you is to keep your anchor foot close to the basket so that when people push you away, you still can muscle in. But if you move the anchor foot, then they're going to push you way back to the 3-point line, the travel, fadeaway shots, bad stuff. So your anchor foot's very important. It also teaches you to put the ball up high, fast, and to score high. So it's a lot in this drill, but it's a very simple drill, but it's hard to do. And college, we would always dunk with this drill. For you guys, not so much. Last one is point blank layups. Speaking of layups, for this one, you take the ball, and you guys can do this at any point in time, and you want to just shoot the ball and catch it and shoot again without lowering your hands ever, like this. You want the ball to go through, to hit the backboard, to go through the rim without hitting the rim, and then catch it cleanly. And that's how perfect you want your layups to be. Do it right hand, do it left hand. All right, speaking of drills, Ian started working out again. He took about a week off because we went to Atlanta. There was no courts there. But now he's in Tennessee, I believe, and he's working out still. I'm seeing the Chastain challenges still. And I even saw Momo do a workout. I put a whole workout up there. That was awesome, though. Don't give up on that. I've been bragging about you to some coaches, and they were like, "How is your business going?" And I was like, "Actually, pretty well. I think the kids are working out more than they were before." And they said, "How?" And in the end, I wound up just saying, maybe because we have this like show, I don't know. Maybe because of my books, I don't know. But I think we just have some special kids. Being able to work out right now through all this stuff is an enormous thing. We've had so many players in our program who have said, well, I'm like, hey, come watch our live stream. Come to our isolation workouts. Come do this. And they're like, no, I don't want to. I go, why not? We can still get better. And they said, no, it's not about getting better. It's about making friends. And when we're not allowed to get together and congregate and make friends, they don't like basketball. And I knew they didn't like basketball. Of course, they're not Kobe. They're not Jordan. They don't love the game. But if you love the game, this should be even better than the rest of the year. You have all day to work on the sport that you love. If you don't love it, how do you expect to ever be good? If you don't love basketball enough to do it without friends, you're not going to be good. All right? So you guys should take this opportunity to be amazing. Anyways, I'm going to turn it around now. I'm going to show you guys the drills that we're doing, all right, for the isolation workout. And again, I said all those movies yesterday. I won't repeat them. I think I'm wasting my breath with that. If you guys are interested in watching the movies and want me to keep talking about them like once a month, let me know in the comment section. If you want me to shut up about them and wait until I have better players, let me know that too. All right? Because again, players that were desperate, they would do anything that I said. And watching a movie is not that hard. All right? So if you're desperate, watch the movies. If not, just not. You're watching yours tonight? Thank you, Blake. All right. I will do everything for Blake easily. All right? If I have one kid doing it, I will do everything for that kid. All right. Let me turn around, and the things I'm going to be talking about are these. If I can remember them. If I don't, I'll come back over and watch. All right. Ankle breaker crossover is the first one. Extended manu, athletic finish, fake behind the back, point blank layups. All right. So to remember that, I will say ankle, manu, finish, fake, point. All right. Ankle, manu, finish, fake, point. Ankle, manu, finish, fake, point. Let's see if I can remember that. All right. Turn the camera around now. Here we go. All right. So the first one is the ankle breaker crossover. I know I explained this a lot, but basically it's this. I'm dribbling the ball. I'm here, I hit like that, and I go this way. I pretend that I'm going that way, but I go that way. How you want to set them up is like this. All right. When I get down low, cross the ball over like this. All right. Tap from the same spot. There are many crossovers that you can do, but this one is my favorite. It's the easily teachable one. All right. Dribble side to side. Tap your foot. And that's how you can practice it. I didn't move, right? I stayed right here. All right. The ball's in the right hand. I tap. I didn't move. I don't move until afterwards. And when I do move, I move one step up, one step out, but at the same time. So I go there. When I go there, I lower the ball like that. All right, and then I take one step ahead of that, and one step out. So I go from here to there as I cross the ball over like this. So when I go, I'm here, step, one step out and drop the ball, one step out and roll the ball. And I lean both times. A little faster, it's like this. 1, 2. I also move my eyes and my chin. So that's how I cross it over. I hit, I come forward like this, hit, and then cross like that, and I come this way. And for the drill that we're gonna do, we're gonna have one more dribble and shoot a jump shot. So it's here, hit, cross, and then one dribble, jump shot. All right, that's the crossover. Okay. All right, for the extended mono ginobili layup, I remembered extended mono ginobili layup. We have the ball here. We're going to push the ball up on our first step, then hide it on the second step, and then shoot it. All right. Just make sure that you guys can hear me and stuff. Let's see. I love the ankle breaker crossover. I'm watching my. Okay, cool. All right. So for the next one, it's extended mono ginobili layup, and like another one of our moves that we're going to talk about in a second. You want your steps to align with the ball moving. So it has to be the same exact time. So I'm here on my first step, I take a dribble. My first step now, I push the ball out, sorry. I go 1. And they match. The ball matches with my foot. So same exact time, 1. And then on my second step, the ball matches, 2. On the third step, I reach and I shoot, 3. Now I have to go faster since I'm further away. I go from right here. I go 1, 2, 3. Don't miss. Always messes me up, seriously. You know what? I got to make that shot. It's horrible. There we go. So for the extended we protect the ball. You want to match it up so that you're in flow. All right. And I said that I wouldn't forget. I totally forgot. What's the next one? It is athletic finish. For athletic finish, you can put 3 things on the ground. We go like this. The first thing's up top. We go in and out, between the legs, behind the back. And the second thing is right there. 1 bounce dribble, catch it with the back of your hand, spin, 1, 2, jump, and then score on this side or this side. I won't show it all. You guys have seen that one before, but just understand we like to have fun with that move. It's a hard move and it's tough. I can hear you, John. Good. All right. The next one is fake behind the back and then point blank layups. All right. For fake behind the back, it's the same as the mono ginobili. It's the same as mini moves. All right. You want the ball to match your feet. All right. You want the ball to match your fake pass. Like when you do moves, you have it all match. And you do that so that you're in sync, that you're in rhythm, that you're in flow. And for this one, we fake behind our back, we want to dribble same time as that foot. Then we want to fake same time as this foot. Then we want to put the ball together same time as this foot. All right. So it's 3 different things. Again, it goes dribble, same time, fake, same time, together up high, same time, and then you shoot. All right. If those are together, then you look good. If those are together, then you trick people. If you can't cup the ball like this, you can do the little kid version where you go like this, dribble, and then fake like this, and then together, and then shoot. But it has to match up with your feet. All right. And then you're going for a layup like this. Back, and then shoot the shot. All right. For the last one, it's point blank layups, and those are when you get in close. You just shoot the ball like this. Notice that my hands aren't dropping. Notice that the ball isn't even hitting the rim. And being able to shoot a layup, it's the most basic thing in basketball, but you guys aren't good at it. All right, and for the layup, if you want to get good at that, you have to try. All right. So I would, if I were you guys, get perfect at that layup. Just shoot it over and over and over again until you can make 50 in a row. All right, that's the least I could do. But when you guys shoot it, you had so much rim, I can tell that you're not accurate enough. Like right there, I shot like maybe 7 of them. I didn't touch the rim at all. The rim is actually the size of 2.5 basketballs. If you're hitting the rim, you're monstrously off. So when we work on these things for the isolation workout, make sure you guys try your hardest, but also work on them later too, especially the stuff that you're bad at. Anyways, that's my time, and I will see you guys in about 30 minutes for the isolation workout. All right, don't forget, I have the big surprise today. All right, and you will see the surprise at the end of the isolation workout. All right, and I promised everyone I wouldn't tell what it was going to be, so it will be a true surprise. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.